to my channel. My name's Poppy and I do makeup videos and things like that here on YouTube. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing another drugstore look using mostly Makeup Revolution products. But in today's video, I'm going to be using this palette instead. So it's another precious stone one, but it's the emerald version. Last time it was ruby, this time it's emerald. It's got some gorgeous shades in there, like perfect for Christmas. So I just thought I would use this palette instead. I'm also going to switch it up a little bit. Last time I used the Conceal and Hydrate foundation and concealers, which are the new ones. Although I did say that I have also used the Conceal and Define one and the concealer as well. So I am going to be using these in today's video just to see how they compare. So if you're interested to see that, make sure you keep watching. So the foundation is actually shade 6.5. I thought it was F2 again, but yeah, we've got 6.5, but the concealer is still a C2. So I think F2 and 6.5 are very similar anyway. The difference between the foundations is that this one has a big doe foot applicator, kind of like the Tarte foundation. So I don't mind this one. But as I said, I felt it was a little bit drying compared to the Hydrate one, obviously, but yeah, I wasn't too much of a fan of it, so I thought I'd give the other one a go. So I've already primed my face and I've used the Mecca Cosmetica primer, and I've done my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. I will be switching up a few of the products that I use, i.e. like for cheeks and things, but I also will be using a couple of the same ones because I don't have either Revolution alternatives or just alternatives in general. So let's get on with the video. First I'm going to go in with the Conceal and Define concealer, and I'm going to use that as my eyeshadow base. Now I love to use the P. Louise eyeshadow base, as you will know if you've watched my channel for a while now. In the last video though, I did use the concealer as the eye base, and if you know about Revolution, they also do their own one. I just thought we'll keep it similar so we can do a good comparison at the end. So, I mean, before I even got any eyeshadow bases, I just used concealer. And before I knew about that trick, I didn't use anything. So, there's that too. I didn't really realise, or I'd be setting it first, which, to get more colour payoff, I feel like it's better if you don't set it. And I learnt that trick from Erin Rose, who is like the queen of makeup in my opinion. She's like the YouTuber I always love to watch. As soon as she drops a new video, I'm there to watch it. So yeah, I've just patted that down with my Tarte brush here. We are going to jump into the palette. I'm going to get the JH34 brush. It's got a little bit of brown on already, but I really want to go in with this shade Majestic. It's a lovely bright green shade. Yep. That is beautiful. I do have a few more palettes to try out. I want to try them out before the end of the year, but we are into December. So happy 1st of the month. It's the first day of Christmas. We haven't got any decorations up or anything, which is maybe we should, but yeah, we haven't yet. I just thought it'd be really nice to get into the Christmas spirit by going in with some of these beautiful festive shades. So I'm just packing it on and lightly kind of blending it out a little bit, just making sure it's pretty even. Okay, now I'm just going to wipe it a little bit on my leg there because I'm a bit grotty. Okay, for my next shade, just trying to figure out how to do it now. I might go in with this moss shade a little bit, just to blend those two greens together. Although I'm tempted to like cut the crease a little and do one of these gorgeous foil shades on top anyway. But we'll see how we go. Now we've got this shade Astral, which is kind of glittery, but I'm just gonna pop it up on the brow bone just to kind of blend it together a little. It's like a little brow highlight as well. Okay, a little bit more of that majestic. I need to build it up a little bit, I feel like. It's looking a little more blended, so I'll just get a little bit more. Because I want this to be the main shade of the look. Okay, so that's looking nice and green. I think for the very outer edge, I'm just going to add a little bit of brown, which is the shade Kyoto. Just to make it kind of like a smoky look without getting rid of too much of that green. Because I've just spent a bit of time building up, I don't want to take it away. Alright, so I've done this so far. I could do with a little more blending if I'm honest. I'm going to go in and do the cut crease now. So what we're going to do got that all over my eyelashes. So I've just kind of done a little kind of halo eye at the moment. I thought I was going to go in with a cut crease, but maybe we'll do the halo eye look. Just going to pat it down a little. Still want my shadow to stick though. Alright, now I'm definitely going to go in with this copper shade because it's just so Christmassy and gorgeous. Lovely red shade. And I'm just going to stick that over the top. Now, these are beautiful drugstore palettes, but you do need to work up these foils a little bit to get the payoff that you want, because they're not the most pigmented palette that I've used. I'm saying that I can't knock them because I buy like everything from Revolution. So I do love them. It is worth the money because they are cheap, but yeah, you just got to be mindful that some shades you do have to build up, especially when it comes to like these foiled ones. I didn't really jump on the whole Halloween bandwagon to much of an extent. So I thought I'm definitely going to try and get a couple of Christmas looks up this month. Because I'm not too great at special effects makeup, whereas Christmassy makeup, it can like be glam and just a bit colourful. So it's a little bit more up my alley. So yeah, as you can see, I've used a fair bit of that shade already. But I'm just trying to really build it up a bit there. So it is nice and Christmassy at the moment. It's going good. Alright. I think what I need to do is use a little bit more of this majestic shade. I'm just obsessed with it. And I just feel like I haven't quite got enough in my look yet with this shade. Like, I feel like I'm going a little overboard, but it's Christmas, so you gotta make it stand out a little, hey? So, I've got my Christmas party coming up, but it's middle of the week. I'm pretty sure I may have already said this already. So, I was kind of debating what to wear, what makeup look to do. I'm gonna do a video on like a basic quick makeup look, because if you're lucky, you'll have your Christmas party on a weekend, so you get like or like, I don't know, on a Friday, and you get to go out and drink and do all the fun stuff afterwards as well. But for me, mine's on a Wednesday. My boss like loves to play golf, so he's pretty much booked up for the rest of like the year doing golf. So I'm just gonna go back with that Kyoto shade. And yeah, so he's like, well, I can't really do a weekend, so it's fine. I mean, it means I won't get to have too many drinks, but gotta work the next day. Well, it's kind of looking a bit better now, I think. I'm gonna go in and do my middle highlight. So I'm just gonna go in with this shade Primitive. Wow, that is a gorgeous shade. I'm just going to pop it in the middle here. I probably should wait till the end to do it, but I'll pop it in, and then if I need to redo it, I will. It's been pretty lazy today. Shell and I got to like sleep in because we didn't have any plans, and then it gave me more time to like muck around and not actually do this until like after lunch. So I really should have gotten up early and been a bit more productive with my day, but I didn't. So that's a really gorgeous shade there. I just feel like in the middle here I haven't really blended it out as much as I could. So I'm just gonna get that Astral shade again, a little white one at the bottom, and just try and buff it out a little, because I don't like it when I have all these big gaps in this part, because that's where I kind of forget to blend, I guess, and then it shows up on camera I've missed all that area, and it kind of annoys me, but it's a bit too late once I've already started taking the old selfies. So I basically use the same brush for the whole look. What's new? So there we go. It'll look a lot better, I think, once I've got the rest of my makeup on. So we'll just get on with the face makeup. So I've got my Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, and this one is a doe foot applicator, like I said at the start. It's still a good shade for me. I didn't mind going for the F6 if I want to be a bit darker and a bit more kind of tanned, I guess, and then you can always lighten it up with concealer. So I think I found like my perfect 3 shades with Revolution. So F2, F6 and F6.5. And then my concealers, I usually go C1 or 2. But I'm not going to obviously blend it out with that applicator. I'm just going to go with my PCO4 brush and blend it out like I did with the other look. I'm going to try and stick to doing it a similar way so you can see. Now I don't have the other 2 Precious Stone palettes. I got these 2 because they're just the colours that jumped out the most. The other 2, I feel like some of the shades weren't quite as good, or like I already had them, so I thought there's not much point. Obviously I could have done a whole series on it, but I've still got a Sports Girl palette to try. I've still got another Revolution one to try, which is from the Pro range. So I do have some more to try, so don't worry. I definitely can't get enough of Revolution. So I'm trying this a second kind of time. I think I've only used it once, this foundation. It's not like too bad, but I definitely think I still prefer the other foundation. If you've tried both, let me know in the comments which one you liked better. I'm really feeling the other one. But anyway. Alright. So I think that's it for foundation. I'm just going to go with my concealer now. Now, I don't mind this concealer. I was like swearing by it. So either one for me, I feel pretty good. But I just don't rate this foundation too much. So if you're going to get one or the other, I would definitely recommend the other one. Unless, of course, you've got really oily skin anyway. So this was my concealer brush anyway, so I'm just going to go in and dab this on. Usually I just blend it with a dry beauty blender or something, but since I've used this already. So, I don't know how many people have got the Disney Plus, but Shell and I have got the free trial at the moment for the week. So we've been watching the Marvel movies. So Shell kind of looked up the order of the ones they're supposed to be watched in. And we're up to Iron Man 3. That's what's on at the moment. So if you can hear any background noise, that's all it is. So sorry about that. I did try and turn it down and shut all the doors, but I don't have like soundproofing in this room yet. Might have to get that. Well, it's not quite as bad as when the beauty room was right next to the bedroom where we would watch movies anyway. There's no TV in our bedroom now. It's actually a lot more relaxing because I feel like we can just go pretty much straight to sleep, or like play on our phones for a bit and then go to sleep rather than getting distracted watching a movie. So that's my base makeup kind of done. Now, what am I going to set it with? So I'm just going to set it with the same powder, which is the Revolution translucent one that I used in the last video. So as I said, I will try and stick to similar products that I used as close as possible so we can get a good comparison. The brush I use is my Pout Cosmetics one. I'm just going to go in, dab it down. I love putting on makeup, but I also love relaxing, and yeah, I just felt like I probably could have done this earlier. But with this shade, actually, I feel like I'm less tanned. I don't know. The other one just looked a bit darker, and I thought F2 was kind of a little bit lighter, but I could be wrong. Alright. This has a really sticky, it's got little bits of glue on the bottom. I kept wondering why it was sticking. Alright. Now, I'm going to go in with my Revolution matte base powder in P10, which I use for contour. I know in my last video, I'm just going to use this Tarte brush instead. So in my last video, I did say that I was going to try and use the foundation stick, but I think what I might do, because I don't mind doing cream contour and then powder contour on top, I'm probably going to do my Christmas party kind of look with the Revolution Pro palette, and then I'll use that then, because we can do it really like a real snatched look. And if I ever put a bit too much contour on and go a bit too heavy, I just go over it with my powder brush just to kind of blend it in a bit more. I really need to use a smaller brush to do my nose contour, but we're not doing that today. Alright. Okay, now for cheeks this time. Last time I had a nice pink shade in the palette, this time not so much, all greens. So we got the Isn't It Peachy palette by Obsession, which is a Revolution beauty brand as well. So technically it's a Makeup Revolution one, which is awesome. Alright, so I'm just going to grab my little blush brush, I'm just going to go in with a bit of Daydream and a bit of Hint, which are the two that I kind of like to cross between. I feel like the Bloom one's a little bit too dark, on saying that you can mix it with Daydream, I suppose. But Daydream, Hint. And just rub that into the kind of apples of my cheeks. I'm not going to go hardcore on the jawline thing because I don't think my jawline's not too bad anyway, and then I end up looking like I got mud under my cheeks, under my jaw. So we're not going to do that today. And I'm keen to see how my new video is doing once I'm finished filming, which is my pretty little thing haul. So if you haven't watched that by the time this one goes up, make sure you do, because I really think I grabbed some cute bargains. I'm not 100% sure how long the Black Friday sale goes for, but as I'm currently like filming this, I know the sales are still on at the moment. Okay. So what I'm going to do is use a highlighter that I have used before, and I think one is like already open, but I'm just going to open this new one anyway, and it will really go and be nice and Christmassy. So it is the Revolution Strobe Highlighter, and it's in the shade Flash. So it's got little like green reflex, and it looks kind of like a whitey green shade, which I really, really love. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with this JH06 brush. It's like a little bit glittery, but not too much. I feel like it goes well actually with the like inner corner shade that I picked. I really, really love the look of Jeffree Star's new highlighters. The only bad thing is they're like 50, I'm pretty sure it's $50 US. And like convert that to Australian, and that's actually like, I don't even know, probably like $80 for a highlighter. And as much as I like love them, unless it's the only one I'm ever going to use ever, I don't really see it being worth the money. Because it's so big, I'm never going to get through it anyway. So like people have suggested he should have made like mini ones, which I agree with. Like Ofra Cosmetics, they do mini highlighters in case you're not going to get through all of theirs. And theirs aren't even that expensive. But anyway, maybe he will listen to people suggesting this, or, you know, maybe like he said, he just said get the other one. Get my other highlighter that's cheaper. So I suppose, yes, that is an option, but I really wouldn't mind trying it. But when you've got like one that's got as much glow as this for probably a tenth of the price, may as well get this one. All right, now this isn't a Revolution lipstick. It's Maybelline. It's a Superstay matte ink one, but I don't really have any like, I think I've got one liquid lipstick by Makeup Revolution. So we're just going to use this one because it's red and it's Christmassy and I love it. And then I'm actually going to go with a Colourpop gloss. Now Maybelline is still drugstore and it's still affordable. Colourpop isn't drugstore, but it's still affordable. I'm really scared about using red because I always think I'm going to muck it up. And it stains really easily too, but if you do it right, it's really nice. Takes me a while to get the lip right. Like the name suggests as well, these stay on really well, so you might be alright to eat it with your Christmas dinner. Alright, That's nearly dry, and I'm going to top it with an ultra glossy lip by Colourpop, and it's in the shade Fairy Me. So it's not quite red, but it's got little gold specks in it. Okay, so I'm just going to go off camera, do my lashes, and I might do a bit of my bottom eyeshadow, and then I'll be back. Okay, so here's the finished look. I added some just lashes that I got from Wish. I added a little bit of the green shade that I absolutely love in my like lower lash line. I'll put a little bit of the inner corner highlight on my lips as well as adding it to my highlighter on my brow bone. I absolutely love this look. It'd be perfect for Christmas Day or like your Christmas party if you're not in too much of a rush and you've got time to do this. On saying that, it didn't really take me too long to do this look, maybe like 20 minutes or so. So it could even be possible for me to get this done after work on Wednesday when I go to my Christmas party. Let me know in the comments what you think of this look. Yeah, as I said, I really love it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I wasn't 100% sure at the start, but yeah, I really like the little halo eye of the red in the middle. Just adding that bit of a Christmas vibe. Again, this is another affordable face and makeup. You don't need to go out and buy heaps of expensive products just to get a nice full face makeup. Obviously, I do have more expensive brands like in my drawers and things, but Revolution Beauty is a brand that I keep coming back to, and I'll usually use at least one of their products in, 98% of my looks, because, if I run out, I can easily just go grab some more from Priceline now or just place an order online. But this is really, really pretty. I'm like so happy with how this turned out. Like, the foundation looks really pale compared to the last one, but really, like, I am pretty pale. So, yeah, maybe it's just my correct shade of foundation and I just don't want to admit it. But if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe because I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers now. Thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting me by watching all my videos and watching them all the way through. I've really begun to notice a change in my watch time, which is really good. I don't want to bore people. I want people to kind of watch all the way till the end. So again, I really hope you like this Christmassy look, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, Petals. Bye.